The Baltimore Ravens are going to have a couple of things to decide here heading into the 2024 NFL draft. I mean, there's definitely some things going on. There's going to have to be some things that fall and kind of go from there. But the Ravens, they're a good team. They're a good team, and I think they're only going to continue to get better, especially after this draft class. But let's go and jump right into it and see how this whole thing falls and go from there. I mean, they always just seem to draft well, don't they? I mean, they definitely do. So here the Ravens are at 30. Yes, you've got 7-round mock draft, public versus PFFs and care for position and value, both relatively high. Like to go drafting for needs a little bit high as well. There's a little bit of randomness because, hey, it's the draft. Weird things happen all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and into the draft. I don't necessarily see the Ravens trading up in this spot. Even though they've been known to make some deals now. They have absolutely been known to make some deals. So up at 30 here. Ooh, Tyler Guyton. Ooh, this is interesting. How did Brian Thomas fall? I mean, past the Bills. I mean, the Cardinals even. Wow. So this is tough because you're at a spot here that you could get Guyton and you can get Thomas. Honestly, Zay Flowers, I think, is going to come back and absolutely demolish people in year 2. So at 60, I bank on Leggett or McMillan being there. So I'm going to go Guyton here because Guyton's a stud now. Guyton is an absolute stud. I think he makes a lot of sense. And I think he'd be a day 1 starter. Yeah, Guyton. We're going to go Guyton there, mainly because I don't think Thomas makes it that far. I really, really don't. So McMillan is there. Like we talked about, I mean, if either one of those guys make it, I mean, we're going to go with McMillan. I think he's going to be a really good player in the NFL. So McMillan there. Now we're back in the 3rd round at 93. Bucky Irving is there. Ooh, Mason McCormick. Mason McCormick is a lot of fun. I'm going McCormick there. He's a meat and potatoes guy. You can't coach him up any better than that. And so now you're down into the 4th round. This is where some really good edge players start to show up here, or hopefully Elijah Jones. You're also back at 130, so keep that in mind. Oops. I'm going to go Jones. So we got some corner help. D end. Where you at? Ooh, Kamara? Yup. Not even hard. All right. So 165. Honestly, this ended up pretty good. Zach Zinter. Do you double down on it? Do you do it? I'm going to do it. Double down on some guard play. Honestly, might end up pretty good here for the Ravens. Frank Gore, Jace McClellan, Dylan McMahon. There's some tackles here. Andrew Coker's a lot of fun too. Because he's got a lot of versatility. I think he can do some different things. In the 6th round, Trente Jones. I'm going to go Coker here. Okay. Portolini. Curtis Jacobs. Evan Anderson's a lot of fun. He's just a meatball right in the middle. I'm going to go Evan Anderson. Dude's a stud. Okay. Trevin Wallace. Low-key a stud. A lot of fun to watch. Yeah. He's all over the place. I'm gonna go Wallace. Not necessarily a need if you're the Ravens by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't care. I do not care. He's a stud. Okay, so Tyler Guyton here. Don't think that that Thomas falls to you. I'm sorry, he just doesn't fall that far. Tyler Guyton there at tackle. Jalen McMillan coming up out of Washington. Two very solid starters there, kind of getting it all started. And then Mason McCormick, where you get into the 3rd round, he's going to be not only your best value, but he's probably going to be a day 1 starter as well. Elijah Jones, the corner, a little bit of corner help for you as well. Mohamed Kamara coming up out of Colorado State. I think he's got sneaky athleticism, and I think he could be a day 1 starter if given the opportunity. But he could also learn behind some of the studs you got there as well. Zach Zinter, the guard coming up out of Michigan. I think he's going to be a road grader. He's going to be a lot of fun. Andrew Coker also here at that value. It's hard to beat it. It really is hard to beat it. I think he's got versatility at the very least, and you got some quality depth, and he stays in purple. Evan Anderson, I just love me some Evan Anderson. The dude's a meatball. Just set him in the middle and see what he does. Just take up double teams, and him and Pierce can get after it for a long time. And then Trevin Wallace here at linebacker. Again, it's not necessarily a need, but special teams guy here in the 7th round never really hurts anything. But that is it. That is how our latest Baltimore Ravens mock draft ended up. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know what you guys think about how everything ended up.